How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is having a wonderful deer season so far. It is October 26th, and it is just about to get crazy, as you guys all know. The rut is approaching. It is late pre-rut already. These bucks in the evenings are following does. Not really following does, but these mature bucks, they are going to be with the does. In the evenings, they're going to be checking those food sources. That is just where I have my luck. Early pre-rut into late pre-rut, which like now, just before November gets ramping up, those bucks are really centraled around those does in the evenings. So, with that said, my number one target for us statewide is still a no-show. He has grown on me for the past 3 summers in a row. This would be the 4th. And he never did. He was never there. As you guys know, EHD has been crazy, so I'm starting to think EHD got him. That deer would be 6.5 this year. Tons of history with him, filmed him. And he was on my main farm really heavily during that last couple days of October up until November 4th. Then last year he dipped and then came back late season. And that's just what he does every year. But he never grew on me this summer, so I'm not sure what's going on. I'm giving that deer till November 4th. I will be there hunting him during that time, just in case he shows up. But my next target is a really cool deer. I have sheds to him. 4 years of history. And it's really the history for me is what gets me. It all started 4 years ago when I picked that. These squirrels are going crazy. When I picked his match set up at 2.5 years old, I just always thought if this deer can just make it to 5.5, he'll be 150-inch 8 all day. And you guys just might have to find out. But I'm not going to show any pictures. So the issue I'm having, not hunting that deer, that is target number 2. But while I'm waiting for target number 1 to show up at a different farm, my target buck number 2, the whole neighborhood knows about him. The whole neighborhood is trying to kill him. So I'm betting on that deer that he's just gonna make it until after November 4th. I'm hoping he'll make it. They all would have shot him at 3. They all would have shot him at 4 last year. So he's made it through. So hopefully he just keeps doing what he's been doing, stays alive. And if that number 1 don't show up at that other farm, it's game on for the Big 8 on November 5th. It is game on. Might come back to bite me in the butt, but we'll see. So with that said, I have no statewide target as of right now. I have the number 2 target that is killable right now, but I'm waiting on that number 1. And for urban, that is where I'm at today. I also have no target buck. So yes, it is October 26th, and I'm hunting my last doe, my 3rd doe, to earn that buck tag for next year. So I almost got it done last weekend. As you guys know, I killed that 2nd doe Saturday. I came back Sunday, filmed an old, just gnarly, pretty sure he was a mature animal, just a goofy genetic looking deer. Filmed him and almost got that third doe. If it wasn't for the urban rules, that doe would be dead all day. But she was at 30 yards, and our rules, you can't shoot past 25. So I had to let her walk. It was close, but besides that, filming that goofy old buck and almost getting that doe, nothing happened since. I've been working all week, so it's good, it's exciting, and I'm blessed to be back in the tree. Let's hope an urban doe makes an appearance this evening. It's cold, it's beautiful. Thermals are dropping. There's no wind in here. So hopefully one of these does from the neighborhood behind me will make their way down to us. There we go, guys. It is still 6:36. After I hung up my bow, looked at the time, it was still 6:36. That is the latest I've ever took a shot. Literally 1 minute and counting until the end of legal light. And we're in between two strips of timber, so we're not on a field edge where you can still see. But so that was a mature doe and a fawn. And you guys know how bad I just want to get that third doe and get out of here. You guys will be able to see in the footage. You should. I looked at the time. I actually shut the GoPro off, unfortunately, but these does were behind me for the last 10 minutes. Finally, this mature doe got to 22 yards, and she stopped behind these two dead trees right here. They're like logs. And I could just see her shoulder, and that was it. And the fawn is wide open behind her. Obviously, I don't know if it's a button buck or a fawn or a doe. And I looked at the time. I still had 1 minute. So they were both, since I whipped out my phone, looked at the time, I still had a minute. I literally hooked up to my bow. I didn't even look at them. I drew back, and I started to find my pins in my peep, got lined up, and took the shot on the fawn because the fawn was in the wide open, the mature doe right behind those logs. And I couldn't wait another second. And as you guys know, that I'm in the urban zone, the deer management program, so I am doing my job, even if that is a button buck. So, alright, guys, there's no point to wait, because that deer expired right behind us. So, I have a feeling it's gonna be a button buck. I really do, but there's always that chance, guys. Let's just hope it's a doe. Alright, guys, this is what that mature doe was behind right here. Right here, behind it. That fawn was behind her, out of sight of that. I'm not seeing, I mean, I see blood. Oh. Yeah, I see first blood right here. Should be the easy trail. My arrow must have went blew through her and is buried in that crap, or it's still in her. Yep, more blood. Oh wow. Big blood trail. Oh, he's right here, or he... Oh, I'm praying it's a doe, guys. Oh, and it's a doe. Thank you, Jesus. Let's go. Oh, guys, I am absolutely... Guys, I am pumped. I thought for sure that was going to be a button buck. I really was. Oh, let's go. That is such a blessing. That is it. That is all she wrote, guys. That is 3 does here in the urban zone. Buck tag earned for next year. That is such a great feeling and a sign of relief, because there are a lot more bucks than does in the urban zone that I hunt. So it is tough to get 3 does. Let's go. Let's go, guys. All right, I'm going to get her taken care of really quickly. Probably throw her over top of my shoulder and get out of here. I will see you guys when I got her drug out and back at the truck. Alrighty, boys and girls. Just got my paper filled out, called the police officer, and for some reason they must have a lot of stuff going on tonight. They said it might be a while, which that's not a good sign. As you guys know, some of you may know if you've watched the last 2 doe harvests. Harvests. I don't even know how to say that. But an officer has to come out and confirm every doe harvest. Therefore, you're eligible for that buck tag next year, you know. So that's how they do things here. So I will be waiting, who knows how long. So now I'm gonna do the outro, obviously. So, oh, and also when I was field dressing her, you should, if you guys want to see more of, like, not really behind the scenes, I don't know, just more stuff. My Snapchat is EP_outdoors, and I don't want to post a picture or a video of blood and a heart on here, because one of these days I'll decide to monetize my channel. I'm eligible to do it, I just haven't, because it just simply scares the crap out of me that I'm going to lose it, because they go through it and they see a heart and they see blood, and it's just one of those things I should do, I just am too scared to. So on my Snapchat I posted this obviously was the 3rd and final doe, and it was the 3rd heart shot. So I was able, God willing, I was able, even in this low light, I was able to heart shot all 3 of my does this year. That is a blessing. I've watched them all fall. I'm happy that I was able to continue practicing and just keeping up with my bow shooting skills, and able to ethically take these 3 does to where they were expired in literally seconds. So
that is a blessing. I'm gonna quit talking. I'm actually gonna call this deer in while I'm waiting, call it into the state, because you still have to do that. So as always, if you guys watched this far in the video, I really appreciate it. Any day now we are going to be going after a buck, so hopefully something shows up here in the urban. And obviously, like I said in the intro, November 4th, if my number one target has not showed up by then, it is game on for Big 8. And if that happens, that's going to be an exciting one. So thank you everybody for watching. Until next time, God bless.